I don't know why we keep saying if he wanted to, he would. How many times have you wanted to do something and you didn't?
The reason they keep saying if he wanted to, he would is because it creates the perfect environment to enable selfish behavior with no room for reflection. Because if you constantly default to blaming someone else instead of taking any form of accountability, it's easier to go about your life. If every time you wanted something, instead of voicing your opinion about it, having a conversation like an adult, or just being honest, you default to, well, if he loved me enough, he would read my mind. If he loved me enough, he would just know what I want. If he loved me enough, he would do what I want before I even think about it. And you see how that sounds? You see how that doesn't really make any sense? But it's something that has been cultivated by pop culture, common media, TV shows, movies. And so when women hear other women say it over and over again, they're like, well, wow, that's right. That makes a lot of sense. Why would I reflect on what issues we have and why when I can just assume that he doesn't love me enough to change? I think that's also a reason why it's become very common lately to have situations with women who are going through multiple relationships over and over and over again. Like she'll break up with a guy or lose a guy and be with another guy next week, and another guy next week, and another guy next week. Because if there's nothing to reflect on, there's nothing to grieve. If you can just default to, it's his loss, it's his fault, I did everything perfect, it's easier to welcome the next person as opposed to having to like grieve the loss of the interaction and reflect on why it happened, what you could have done better, and what part you played, and why it ended in the first place.